In beautiful Harrisonburg, Virginia, Bridgeport Stadium. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Liberty Flames and the James Madison Dukes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
James Madison is considered one of the best group of six schools. They have been consistently in the conversation for the college football playoff and high-level winners. Now, they have a new head coach in Billy Napier. And while Napier didn't exactly get things turned around at Florida, there were many contributing factors. The players I spoke to always said Coach Napier is a good coach. We'll see if he's able to be consistent and keep that winning tradition alive at James Madison. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Flames headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll return it. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the James Madison Dukes offense will have the football first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quick completion to the right. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And that shows up in the stat column as an explosive play for this quarterback, but it was a very simple RPO. Get the ball out, and then guess what? My dudes are better than your dudes. And getting it to him on the perimeter, letting him make plays, all of a sudden, he's way down the field, and it looks like a long completion for this QB.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Keller. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
And the Dukes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Man, you got to love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got him downfield. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. The option, he'll keep it. Could be an outing. And he waltzes it for the score. Touchdown, James Madison. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Who says option football is dead now in college football? How about that in the opening drive of the game, taking advantage of the athleticism you have at quarterback, and they're able to get a touchdown off of it early here, Dave.
And it's just so frustrating because defensively it makes you play so slow. Like it literally becomes basketball is man-to-man. I got the quarterback. I got the pitch. Makes defenses slow down. Let's see how they adjust after this first drive.
Quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And you could tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
To the air, it's Henderson. On the left side, here's Coleman. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Bought a little time, lets it go. That one never had a chance, incomplete. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Here comes the Duke's offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. They're working that left side. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Nice second down defense there that time. It looked like the defense was anticipating the drag route that time. You saw they were able to rally to the ball, get him down on the ground. It now sets up 3rd down in the red zone. Let's see what they do here.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Flames come out ready to go to work on offense. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the 1st. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Running inside, it's Coleman.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Flames have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Coleman. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They go right back to him. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Fires to the right. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And the Dukes want to crank the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Let's see what they've got on second down. The corners are walked up tight. Zings it complete to the right. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. All right, guys, let's look big picture at James Madison. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Max going for the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Touchdown, James Madison! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, they go back to the option play. Now, this is the 2nd time, Pollock, this QB has scored running this scheme offensively.
Yeah, and as a defense, you got to understand when you're playing the option, it's responsibility football. I got to stop my assignment. I can't get caught in somebody else's business. You can tell this defense not really ready for this quarterback run game. They better figure it out, or it's going to be a long game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Grabbed behind the line, it's Cunningham. Caught, and he's got room. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Not all drops are equal, and those are frustrating, man. Those are the ones where you're going to move the sticks. Nice job seeing the middle of the field come open. The 1st down marker's right there, and that's a big, costly drop for this offense.
Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, running back gets to give. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Hits the afterburners. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dukes.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I'll tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And the Flames are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was, and because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Right on target this time. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Push down for the tackle.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. The sweet feet buy a little time.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Dukes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Got his man, and it's a fumble on the play. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He is
maybe a crease. He's down at the 25-yard line, waiting moments of the first half. It is a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Finds his man. It's Cunningham. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grab near the sticks. It's Coleman. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with the Texas State Bobcats, taking on the number 7 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's Texas State Looking to bounce back from the Game 1 loss, they lead here in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game in Harrisonburg.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Flames want to pick up the tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the
turning it on. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get him.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up, they'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Under fire. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. And the Flames line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the James Madison sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Hands it off. Breaks the tackle. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. And the Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. It's a draw. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a struggle for this young man. I mean, listen, he's a pretty good player, and they depend on him week in and week out to be their guy to carry the mail. Just, it's not working, and the run game hasn't found a rhythm, and I think that's why this offense, they need something. They need a spark. They need to find some way to run the football.
Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football?
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
2 straight drives ending in fumbles now for this offense. Guys just have to start hanging on to the football. There's nothing schematic that has to change. They've just got to get back to fundamentals, 5 points of pressure, and prioritize holding on to the ball.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. The Flames racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Coleman. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't.
He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Flames will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Power ahead. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball, I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
Yeah, the defense just too good there. They're trying to run it in on 3rd down and be physical up front. The defense, though, having none of it, creating a negative play and now setting up 4th down.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Flames. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. So they only needed to cover 28 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Scott. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you've got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now, and they just got to make more plays.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Dukes will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Now the play fake. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jackson. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems...
It's a running room. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Flames moving quickly to the line. Motion from the wideout. Now from inside the red zone. Pucks it out of the air. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. It's caught, and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Flames! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Quickly out to the tight end. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds. And the Dukes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back on the move. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Might as well give it to him again. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now third in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the big fella. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Catches it at the 15. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here comes Liberty's offense, and we'll see what they have dialed up for this drive. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a first and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Just second and goal.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this defense is going to need a few plays now to get some of this momentum back. Remember, they had a massive lead earlier in the game, but that's dwindled now. And you wonder if they were just sleepwalking a little bit. They've got to step up.
Makes a catch. Touchdown, Liberty. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
They'll try to get the first through the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Here's a throw downfield late. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and